How's everybody doing? Tinkering with Harleys. First, I want to thank all of you who've subscribed. And if you watch these videos and you like them, by all means, please subscribe. Well, today what we're going to be doing, we're going to be putting a wheel and a tire back on the Fat Boy. And this is a real big wheel. It's a 6 by 17 inch wheel, and it's a 200 millimeter tire. And it's a little bit different than what I usually do. It's got a different rear brake caliper than the double pin system. It has a single pin on it that they started in 2008. So we're going to show you how to put it on with all the spacers and we'll get right to it. Okay, this is the rear wheel we're going to be putting on this Fat Boy. And here's the Fat Boy without the rear wheel on it. So we're going to show you how to put this together. Now this has a different brake mount than older models. We'll get this out of here. Now it slides on the same way that the older brake mounts, but it has a groove in it right there that the rotor rides in, which on the older brake mounts that does not sit there. And we'll put that down for a minute. This is a single pin caliper. Now in 2008, this is what they started using. They got away from the double pin and the single pin. And what happens is you have on the bottom, you have these tabs right here on the brake shoes. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. And what these tabs do is they fit right in there. You get the rotor in there, you get the wheel mounted, and then you put the brake caliper on there, and you have to make sure those tabs mount down in this mount here, because otherwise, if you don't get them in that mount, the shoes will move. They'll come up. So that's something that's a little bit different. And like I said, in 2008, this is what they started using. They messed with it beforehand, but in 2008, this is the standard brakes, and they did away with the 2-pin caliper. So it's now a 1-pin caliper. So now we'll start to get this thing together. So now we'll get the brake mount on here. And you can see right here, it's grooved out where it will mount right on there. So you push that on there like that, so it's nice and solid. And what this does, it slides back and forth when you adjust the wheel. Now you take this spacer and you put it right there like that. And now we're ready to roll the wheel in there. So we'll get that done. Okay, now we'll roll the wheel in there and make sure that as you're putting it in, you got to kind of wiggle it around a little bit. You want to make sure your belt comes over the pulley, because you're going to have to adjust that. And you make sure that the rotor is in that slot. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's in that slot now. Now we'll get the spacers in there. Okay, we'll put this spacer in first, like that. And a short spacer goes to this side. And if you've never done this before, you might want to mark the spacers. But if you get it in wrong, nothing will line up. Okay, there's that one. And we'll slide this back a little bit. And now we'll get the spacer in on the other side. Okay, now we'll get the left side in. This is the big spacer. And like I said, if you've never done this before, you might want to mark them. Okay, and we slide it right in there like that. Now we're ready to put the axle in. Now here's the axle, and what I do is I use anti-seize on it. And right here where the bearings ride, that's where you want to get it all coated. You coat the whole thing, but especially where the bearings ride. And the one thing you don't want to do is get it down on the threads. Now you can use bearing grease on this, which I do on the older ones, but on these new ones I use anti-seize. Okay, now we got the spacers in. Before you put the axle in, you want to double check right here to make sure the rotor's inside that brake mount, which it is. And then you take and you slide the axle in there. And sometimes you got to wiggle it around a little bit to get it to go in. Okay, and then you take a... Oh, I forgot to shut my phone off. And just give it a tap in. Light taps. You got your finger in the other side so you can feel it. And there it is. It's through on this side now. Now to make sure everything stays in place, you take and you throw this nut on there so nothing comes out. And you just want to do finger tight with this. And the axle is in. Now we'll get the brake caliper on. After you get the axle in and the nut on the other side, which we already did, you want to raise the wheel up, spin it, make sure it spins free, which it does. And right down here, you can see that rotor is in that slot for the brake mount. So now we're going to go ahead and throw the caliper on. Now, here's the caliper. And you got to get it over there. Now getting the caliper in here on this big ass wheel, sometimes a little bit difficult. And you got, like I said, you got to make sure these tongues right here on the bottom for the brake shoes fit into that. Personally, I like the old style with the two pins that holds the brake shoes together. The brake shoes kind of flop around when you're doing it, which makes it a little bit difficult to get it in there. And this wheel is so damn big. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, so now we're on the rotor. There we go. Okay, there it goes. And you reach around here and feel to make sure that brake shoe is in that clip. And it is. Both of them are locked in there now. And now we get the bolts put in. And this is a weird looking one. It goes in there like that. And like I said, you got to concentrate on the one on the back to make sure that is in there. You want to double check it. And we'll just finger tighten these. Okay, that's pretty much going to do it for today. What we're going to do now is we're going to take these out one at a time, put some Loctite on them, and torque them down to the torque specs. We're going to put the belt on the pulley, and then we're going to adjust up and adjust the rear wheel and the belt. That I'm not going to show because I've already done a video on adjusting the belt. So that'll do it for today. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope this helps somebody. Until next time, everybody be safe out there.